row 11. Row 11. So at the end of row 10, it says chain 3 and turn. Okay, chain 3 and turn. Row 11, double crochet in the next 2 double crochets. Chain 1. Double crochet in the next chain 1 space. So it doesn't say it, but we're skipping a double crochet. And again, that's because it's an intermediate pattern. They don't tell you everything. Double crochet in each of the next 2 double crochets. And guess what? We're going to make a puff stitch. So, I'm going to see if that was the same as row 7. It is. So row 11 is the same as row 7. Okay. So at the end of this, you should have 73 double crochets and 12 puff stitches. Okay. So then this is kind of a repeat here. All right. So I have 2 double crochets, a puff stitch in the next, and 2 double crochets. Okay, so a puff stitch, if you remember, you yarn over, insert your hook, pull up 1, yarn over, 2, yarn over, and 3. And you should have 7 stitches on your hook. You pull it through, and then you double crochet the next 2. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, and that's the puff stitch. Okay, so in the next, double crochet in the chain space and repeat it across. Okay, so here we go. So double crochet in the next chain space. So there ends up being 3 doubles, puff stitch, 3 doubles. Okay, chain 1. We're going to skip this stitch and double crochet in the next chain space. Then we're going to double crochet in the next 2. My loop got kind of big right there, so I think I'm going to... So after this, chain 1, then we do 3 doubles. 1 in this space, and then 2 doubles. And then the next stitch is the puff stitch. And then you'll have the 2, so 1, 2, 3, you have 7 stitches on your hook, pull through, and then we're going to do 3 double crochets. And the third one is in the chain 1 space. We're going to chain 1, skip 1, And now we're going to do 3 double crochets, puff stitch, 3 double crochets, puff stitch, chain 1, skip 1. So that's what row 11 is. So I'll catch you back. Okay, so we're at the end of the row 11. And so what we're going to do is we have completed our last 3 doubles, 1 bobble stitch, 3 doubles. We're going to chain 1 and skip 1, and then we're going to double crochet in the last 4. So we've skipped 1 so that we're carrying on these chain 1 spaces. So there's 1, 2, 3, and in the top of the chain, we're going to double crochet, chain 3, and turn. Okay, so we should have 11 puff stitches. So I'm going to pause and make sure. So you have 73 double crochets and 11 puff stitches. Okay, so I'm glad I double checked because I had made a mistake on row 11. So now it's fixed. So now we're doing row 12. Chain 3 and turn. Okay, double crochet in each of the next 3 double crochets and double crochet in the chain 1 space. So we're going to do 3 double crochets. And then 1 double crochet in the chain 1 space. Okay. Chain 1 and skip the next double crochet in each of the next 2. Chain 1, skip the next one, and double crochet in the next 2. Double crochet in the puff stitch. Double crochet in each of the next 2. So there's the puff stitch, and double crochet in the next 2. Okay, chain 1, skip 1, and double crochet in the next chain 1 space, and repeat. Oh, okay, so I think this is going to be the row where we're going to have 1 by itself. Okay, so we did double crochet in the next chain space, chain 1, skip 1, and double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the chain 1 space, chain 1, skip 1, and then double crochet in the next 2, the puff stitch, and the next 2. So that's 5. So what it is it's that row that has 5 stitches, then a single. Okay, 5 stitches and then a single. Okay, so that's our repeat for row 12. 5, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the chain 1 space, chain 1, skip 1, 5 double crochets. Okay, I'll catch you back later after row 12. Okay, so I'm ready to finish row 12, and it said to crochet across to the last 3 stitches and then double crochet into each of the last 3 double crochets. So there is row 12. And so we're ready for row 13. Chain 3 and turn. Okay. Now, row 13, double crochet in each of the next 3 double crochets. Whoop. There we go. I tilted the camera down a little. Okay. Then it says double crochet in the next chain 1 space, chain 1 and skip the next double crochet. Double crochet in each of the next 3. I did move the camera, so I'm going to have to put it back like it was. Okay. So it's a double crochet in the next 3. Chain 1, skip 1. Chain 1, skip 1. And double crochet into the next chain 1 space. Okay. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next chain 1 space, chain 1, skip 1, chain 1, skip 1. That don't seem right, but we gotta figure this out. Let's do row 13. Double crochet 1, 2, 3. Double crochet in the next chain 1 space, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in each of the next 3, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next chain space, double crochet in the next double. Double crochet in the next double. double crochet in the next chain 1 space. Oh, this is the one where we do 3. Skip the next one. Skip the next one and double crochet in the next 3. So I'm going to review. Okay, double crochet in the 3. Chain 1, skip 1. Double crochet in the next 3. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next chain space, double crochet in the next double crochet, double crochet in the next chain space, okay, so then we double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next 3. Whoop, I just did a half. There we go. So we're double crocheting 2 more here. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, double crochet in the next double crochet, double crochet in the chain space, chain 1, skip 1, and do 3 double crochets. Okay, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next chain space, double crochet in the next double crochet, double crochet in the chain space, chain 1, skip 1, and then do 3 double crochets. Chain 1, skip 1. Okay, you guys got that? It was a little confusing at the beginning, but that's what we have. Okay, so you start out, where's my finger? It's way over here. You start out with a chain 3, then you do 3 doubles, and then in this chain 1 space, and so then after that you're just doing. Okay, so I'll meet you back at the end of row 13. Okay, so we're still on row 13, and it said to repeat that across to the last chain 1 space. So that's where I'm at. Ending repeat. So at that point, we're supposed to chain 1, skip 1, and double crochet in each of the next 3 double crochets. But then it says double crochet in the last chain space. Okay, that's cool. So chain 1 and then skip 1, double crochet in the last chain 1 space, and then double crochet in each of the last 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. So this is the end of row 13. Okay, sounds like I got a frog in my throat. Okay, now row 14. So that's what we have. They have row 13 was all these 3. Chain 1, skip 1, and then we're done with 5. Row 14 is to chain 1, chain 3, and turn, double crochet in each of the next 5. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see, I gotta get it in the stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, excuse me, 5. Then it says to double crochet in the next chain 1 space, chain 1, skip the next double, double crochet in the next double, okay, chain 1, skip the next double, and then double crochet in the next chain space and each of the next 3, and then into the next chain space. Okay, so we're going to double crochet into this chain space, so we have 2, and then we're going to double crochet in the next 3. Look how pretty our blanket is, you guys. I think we're doing a great job. Okay, so my video cut out. My camera battery died. And let's see, 1, 2, where am I? Can you see me on the camera? Let's see, way over here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, no, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we're on row 14. And like I said, my camera cut out. So row 14 is, excuse me, I don't know, I'm clearing my throat here. I just finished lunch. You chain 3 and then you double crochet in the next 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you double crochet in the chain 1 space. You skip the next double, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next double, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet in the next chain space, double crochet in the next 3, and that's where my video cut off. So I did the first one, and then we're going to double crochet in this chain space. So I think that would give us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. So this is that row where we have 5. We have the, you know, the one like that, and see the design. It's giving us a diamond, you guys. Okay, so now I need to do 2 more double crochets right here. A double crochet in the next chain space. So that gives us 5. Then chain 1, skip 1, and double crochet in the center of this one. Chain 1, skip 1, and this black fuzz must have come off of a different project. Excuse me for bumping the camera. Chain 1, skip 1, do a double. Chain 1, skip 1. I see I got my work up on the yarn. It's not actually going to work. It wasn't pulling out. Okay, so let me take a look. So in the middle of this group of 3, we have a single, you know, one double. So there we go. 5, chain 1, skip 1, double. Chain 1, skip 1, double in the chain 1 space. 3 doubles, and then 1 in the chain 1 space. So it's 1 by itself, and then 5 . So right when I'm doing this, it's a little chilly in Florida. Okay, so now I have 2, 4, 5. So I'm going to chain 1, skip 1, do a double, chain 1, skip 1, and now I'm going to do 5. And pause. Okay, so now I'm going to do 5. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, and then double crochet 5. So you guys got it? So I'll meet you back at the end of row 14, which we're going to have 5 or 6. See you at the end of this row. Okay, so I'm on 14 and I'm at the end. So what the direction says is double crochet in the next chain space, then double crochet in the next 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm on my 5th one, and we're going to go to row 16, chain 3 and turn. No, 15. Sorry, 15. Okay, row 15 is going to be a puff stitch row. And then row 16 is double crochet all the way across. And you end up with 96 double crochets. And then we'll be changing color. So you can see we have 2 more rows of your color A. And so we've been working on this section right here. There goes my needle or my hook on the floor. So then we'll be changing colors. This is, I guess, the pecan. And I have to figure out what color they is. It could be red or green. Okay, so I gotta pick up my hook. So I'm gonna pause the video. So I got my hook and we're ready for row 15. So I chained 3 and turned. Row 15. Double crochet in each of the next 2. There's number 1. I gotta get some more yarn. There's some more yarn. So I gotta do 1 more double crochet and then we're gonna make a puff stitch. Okay, so we have 3 here technically, and then we're going to do a puff stitch. Okay, so puff stitch. Yarn over, insert your hook, pull up a loop. Yarn over, insert your hook again, pull up a loop. Yarn over, insert your hook, pull up again. You should have 7 loops. Draw through all 7 loops. Do a double crochet in each of the next 2 and a double crochet in the chain 1 space, which is right there. Okay, so that's what we have. So we have a total of 3 double crochets, puff stitch, 3 double crochets. Chain 1 and skip the double crochet. Double crochet in the chain space and in the next 2 double crochets.
Nearly done.
Okay, so we're going to do a puff stitch in the next stitch. So you have 7 loops on your hook. Pull through all 7 loops. Then do 2 doubles and then a double in the chain 1 space. Okay. Chain 1, skip the next double and do a double in the chain 1 space and a double in the next 2. So that gives you 3. Then do a puff stitch. Whoop. 1, 2, and there's number 3. So I have 7 loops on my hook. And I'm going to draw through all 7 loops. Then I do a double, 2 doubles, and then a double in the chain 1 space, chain 1, skip 1, and then we're going to start out another repeat. So that's what it looks like, this row. So you have 3 puff, 3 chain 1, skip 1, and then you just start off 3 puff, 3. So I'll meet you back at the end of row 15. Okay, so I did my row 15. I'm here at the end. So I'm going to go ahead and these are my first three. I'm going to make a puff stitch. 1, 2, 3, and go through all 7. And then it says double crochet in the last 4. So instead of 3, we've got 4 here at the end. And we'll be done with row 15. Now row 16, I'm going to show you where to double crochet into your puff stitch. Okay, row 16. It's going to be double crochets all the way across. Chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and turn. And if you wanted to double check yourself, you should have 12 puff stitches and 73 double crochets and 11 chain 1 spaces. Sorry. Okay, row 16. Double crochet in each double crochet, puff stitch, and chain 1 space. So we'll go into the next one here. So we're going to have 3 here. And then we're going to go into our first puff stitch. Okay. So here's our puff stitch. So what you do is here's your 1, 2, 3, 4. The puff stitch is technically after the puff stitch. And then you have 1, 2, 3. Okay. So yarn over, insert right there, kind of in the front of the puff stitch. See, there's the puff stitch. There's the actual top loop. Then you do 3 doubles here. And then you do a double crochet in the chain 1 space. And we're just going all the way across. And I mentioned before, we're going to have 96 double crochets. So, okay, so we're in the chain 1 space. So double, double, double. And then this loop right here, right here is where the double crochet goes that counts for the puff stitch. And then we're going to fasten this color off. We're going to join our color C, which in my case I believe is red. Yes. And then we're going to be having C, and we're going to switch back to B, which is pecan. So red and then my pecan. C and B is going to be the next section. So we just completed, after you finish this, you're going to have rows 11 through 16. Thanks for joining me. See you in the next video.